I don't want to hear your rebuttal. White folks, they got destructive music too. I'ma say it again. This suicidal poetry on a good beat is destroying our communities, man. It has an influence. I don't want to hear your rebuttal. White folks, they got destructive music too. They talking about raping young girls and drugs and all that stuff. You guys are so pumping the fist and pro-black. All you want to do is talk about black community. Let's focus on the black community. But I'll tell you why this same destructive music doesn't have an influence on other peers within the United States, within our society. White folks, Hispanics, it does. But why aren't white folks the number one preventable cause of death for white men and teenage boys? Why aren't theirs homicide? Why is theirs accidents? Racing on a car, or a car accident, a boat. Why is theirs not homicide like the black man and the teenage boy? I'll tell you why. Maybe because they have more family structured units. They still live in the house with their mother and their father. And the moment they daggone parents hear them come up in there with that crazy music, they immediately are doing what they are supposed to do as parents. They're doing what they're supposed to do as parents. Maybe because the reason why they can listen to the same music, and it may affect bits and little parts of their communities, but as a whole, the reason why it does not affect them is because they have more family units. So now we segue into the single family home. Now you guys, y'all don't like me talking about it, but you got to remember, y'all's messiah, Barack Obama, already told you guys. He told you in a speech, you guys are so romantically in love with, he's so articulate and he does such great speeches. Barack Obama told you, children that grow up in single family homes are 5 times more likely to living in poverty and committing a crime, 9 times more likely to dropping out of school, and 20 times more likely to going to prison. And I can even go as further as they have an increase, living in a single family home also increases suicidal rates. This music mixed with single family homes, no home structure, we are literally 70%, the black family in 2022 is 70+% kids are growing up in single family homes. Compared to when it was in 1965, I think it was like 25%. What changed? You can't keep blaming it on racism. It was more racist in 1965. If we're gonna talk about racism, this is 2022. Something's going on here. I think I'm directly over target. Something's not right here. There's something that y'all know that what I'm saying is right. And the reason why you get so triggered and why you get so mad and you want to call me a bootlicker and shucking and driver and Uncle Tom and Sambo is because you know I'm right. And you can't stand somebody's calling you out because it's a call of action for you to change. I'll digress. This next video, the little boy that was rapping, the song of the rapper that got killed, they're actually singing the rapper at the same song at a party, and then this breaks out. You see the little babies in there? They got babies in there. They in there smoking hookah. They got guns. They got children in there, y'all. I'll let the video continue on. You'll hear babies in the background crying. They're literally in a shootout. And you want to try to say that the black on black crime and the things that's happening within the minority communities across America is not that big of a deal. It's just another talking point. Are you kidding me? I'll digress. That's enough, man. You guys know how I feel about the suicidal poetry on a good beat. It's destructive. You guys know that I constantly will talk about destructive culture within our society in America. And the reason why I talk about it is not to beat people over the head. It's because no one else is highlighting the issues that we have within the black and brown communities. The music is an influence to these children, man, these generation. I once was their age. I know from experience. I'm not third party talking. I know from my own experience how the music had an influence on me, and I know there was many other people that are just like me, hence the examples that I showed you. You should be upset. It should piss you off. You should want to get up and just shout to the top of your lungs, knowing that this is constantly going on in cities and states across America, man. It's sad. I mean, it's sad. And my call to action, the solution is we have to go back to the value systems that most of us were raised on, the value system that the country was built on, which is why I'm conservative. I'm not telling you you got to commit to a particular party. What I'm telling you is to be open to going back to the roots of what you already have inside of you, especially if you are a Christian. Learn to forgive, man. Learn to forgive, because if you can forgive, then you will be forgiven. And that will rid the anger, hatred, and resentment that you have in your heart to be able to see the issues that you know needs to be changed. But if you want to walk around and keep this hatred towards white folks while you see your entire communities burn down to the ground, heartache and pains and funerals from people getting killed, if you think that seeing a 63-year-old man crip walking with a blue bandana outfit on in the middle of a halftime football game show, commercializing being a gangbanger, being a cripple of blood, getting people killed in hoods all across America, you don't see a problem with it? Seeing the dancers dressed up like they're in prison, if you don't see what I see, I pray to God that you will somehow come to a senses of trying to figure out solutions, trying to figure out how we can go about making change. We have to go back to the values that God set in place for us to live a righteous life. I know because I lived this. I'm a backslider like anybody else. I had to repent. My decisions led me into prison. I had to serve time. I served time and I dedicated my life to living for other people and not for myself. I changed the way I view other people and view myself. Now I have a sense of purpose, which is why I dedicate my life to going out and making change. If I got to use my story and my voice and be such a nuisance to y'all and upset and trigger y'all on pointing out the things that you know we need to change, I'm going to continue to do that. We got to go back to the values of putting God first, the values of valuing life, the values of personal responsibility. There is just no excuse for this. We have to go back to healing each other. Go back. If it's got to be therapy, I don't know. We have to figure out a way for the black woman and the black man or whoever to be able to come together for the greater purpose. We have to go back to the values so we don't continue to frivolously have children at a wedlock. We got to go back to the values that are going to help us live righteously and set us up for greater opportunities, because these babies, they need us. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, man. I'm sure I'll have many other takes on this same subject. I thank y'all for listening. I did not mean for this video to be too long. It's your boy, Craig Long. I'm going to continue to keep telling the truth. Please put in the comments. Please like, comment, share. Share it to everybody. There's a message in this, man. It's important for people to know. Thank y'all, man. Your boy, Craig Long 45 is out. Peace.
Yeah, oi.